Is this the zoning examiner meeting?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's public hearing. My name is John Urino. I'm the zoning examiner for the city of Tucson. We have two special exception cases on the docket for this evening's hearing. The first is case SE 2227 T-Mobile Wilmot Road. Mr. Struve, are you presenting the case?
Actually, Mr. McLaughlin will be presenting that case, and then I will be presenting the second case.
Thank you very much. Mr. McLaughlin, when you're ready, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
This is a request by John Katsiris of Pinnacle Consulting Incorporated on behalf of T-Mobile for approval of a special exception land use to allow a wireless communication facility on a site that's vacant land owned by the city of Tucson and located approximately 100 feet east of Wilmot Road and 2,400 feet north of Old Vale Connection Road alignment. The preliminary development plan proposes a wireless communication tower constructed as a monopole, 75 feet in height, initially with 6 antennas at the top of the pole and with opportunities for co-location of future antennas below the top level. The proposal is in compliance with the performance criteria for a wireless communication facility. Special exception request is consistent with policy direction in Plan Tucson, which supports development designed to be compatible with and sensitive to surrounding land uses. There is currently no residential development in the vicinity of the site, and the subject proposal is in compliance with the preliminary conditions and subject to compliance with preliminary conditions. Staff supports the requested special exception land use. And to date, we've had 0 approvals and 0 protests come in.
Thank you, Mr. McLaughlin. Mr. Katsiris, would you like to be heard?
Hi, my name is Michelle Lamoureux and I am representing T-Mobile.
Okay, would you please start with your address, Ms. Lamoureux?
Sure, it's 1426 North Marvin Street, Gilbert, Arizona, 85233.
Thank you. And if you, during your remarks, if you could focus on the need for the tower in that area, that would be most helpful. Thank you.
Absolutely. Would you like me to share the RF analysis of the area?
I've reviewed the entire file, but anything you'd like to share as part of your remarks would be fine.
Okay, so this site is going to be on air for T-Mobile because there is a lack of coverage to the surrounding business in the area. It is primarily the prison out there that they are attempting to cover, and there is a lack of indoor service to that area surrounding the proposed site. So the nearest tower for T-Mobile to this site is over 2 miles away. It's 2.08 miles. So there is a gap in coverage. This tower will not only fill the gap in coverage, but also capacity. So they did show in the notice that you have what the current state of in-building, in-vehicle, and on-street is currently, and then it will significantly increase the coverage in all of those areas.
Right.
So that is the reason that we are asking for this site.
Thank you very much. Would anyone else in the audience like to be heard on this case? Hearing no one, I'm closing the hearing on case SE 2227, and thank you for your participation. The next case is case SE 2228, Solon, South Beverly Avenue. Mr. Struve.
Very good, thank you. This is a special exception request by Garrett Murphy of Solon Corporation to install 3 photovoltaic solar canopies on property owned by the city of Tucson. The parcel is approximately 10 acres in size and currently includes a 420-foot wide Tucson water reservoir and a 110-foot tall monopole cellular tower. The site is located just southeast of 22nd Street near the intersection of East 22nd and South Craycroft. The proposed installation includes 3 solar canopies and assorted equipment. 2 canopies are proposed across the southern end of the parcel, and the third will be adjacent to the reservoir in the southwestern portion of the parcel. The combined area of all 3 canopies is approximately 26,800 square feet. The proposed activity has been submitted as a renewable energy generation use, subject to use-specific standards which require a zoning examiner special exception. Subject to compliance with the preliminary conditions, the proposal meets the performance criteria for renewable energy generation use and is consistent with policy direction in Plan Tucson. A plan amendment is not required. There were 3 approvals and 0 protests submitted for this site. The Planning and Development Services Department recommends approval of the requested special exception, subject to the submitted preliminary conditions.
Thank you, Mr. Struve. Mr. Murphy, would you like to be heard?
Hi, yes, Kerry Brochat, the EPC director for Solon, he's going to be discussing a little further. Thank you.
Okay, if you could start, Mr. Brochat, just start with your name and address, that'd be great.
Yes, sir. This is Kerry Brochat with Solon Corporation. My address is 9015 East Saddleback Drive in Tucson, Arizona. Just like to present our overall plan for the project. As Mr. Struve discussed, it is 3 solar canopies to power 2 separate electric meters on site. This is one of several projects we've designed and built with City of Tucson, or will be designed and building with City of Tucson to help meet their renewable energy goals. Project will also provide shade for maintenance vehicles that are on site that the City of Tucson Streets Department uses for maintaining streets in the area. The project will also offset about 80% of the energy usage at the 2 facilities on site, the 2 electric meters on site. Again, an effort to support the City of Tucson's renewable energy goals.
Thank you very much. Would anyone else in the audience like to be heard on this case? Hearing no one, I'm closing the hearing on case SE 2228. I want to thank everyone for participating and hope you all have a safe and lovely evening. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.